There is a $2 mixture that cleans any glass surface to perfect streak-free clarity in under 3 minutes. Not almost streak-free, not clean except for a few smears in the light. Completely clear, completely streak-free, with a finish that professional window cleaners charge $40 per hour to produce, using a product that costs under $2 to make in your kitchen. Every window in your home, every mirror in every bathroom, every glass shower door that commercial spray cleaners leave with a hazy film that catches light at every angle, every car windshield that branded glass cleaner leaves streaky in direct sunlight. The window cleaning industry in the United States generates over $3 billion annually. The retail glass cleaner market adds another $2 billion on top of that. Windex alone, the market-dominant glass cleaning brand owned by SC Johnson, generates hundreds of millions of dollars in annual revenue from a product whose active cleaning ingredient is white vinegar, the same white vinegar that costs under $2 per gallon at any grocery store. They take the active ingredient that costs pennies, add blue dye and synthetic fragrance to create the visual and olfactory association with cleanliness, package it in a branded spray bottle, and sell it back to you at 15 to 20 times the cost of the ingredient doing the actual cleaning. And here's the detail they have spent decades hoping you never discover. Their version leaves streaks that yours will not, because the additives they put in to differentiate their product from plain vinegar are the exact compounds responsible for the streaking that frustrates every person who has ever cleaned a window with commercial glass cleaner. They created the problem, they sell you the solution to. This is the story of the cheapest streak-free glass cleaner ever discovered, and the industry that engineered a defect into their own product to maintain your dependence on it. If these stories matter to you, the subscribe button and the bell are the best way to make sure this knowledge survives. Here we open the vaults the industry locked shut. Let me take you back to the chemistry, because understanding why glass gets streaky changes everything about how you approach cleaning it. Glass appears smooth to the naked eye, but is actually a microscopically irregular surface covered in submicron peaks and valleys that trap contaminating compounds. The primary sources of glass contamination in a household environment are 4 distinct categories of deposit. The first is mineral scale, calcium and magnesium carbonate deposits left behind when tap water evaporates on the glass surface. Every water droplet that lands on a window or shower door and then evaporates leaves behind a microscopic mineral residue. Over weeks and months, those residues accumulate into the white haze visible on shower doors and bathroom mirrors. The second category is fatty deposits from skin oils, cleaning product residues, and airborne cooking grease that settle onto glass surfaces and create a hydrophobic film that traps dust and smears under cleaning pressure. The third category is dust and airborne particulates, which embed into the fatty film and create the visible gray haze on windows that diffuses light and reduces clarity. The fourth category is the cleaning product residue itself, specifically the surfactants, synthetic polymers, and fragrance compounds in commercial glass cleaners that remain on the glass surface after the water carrier evaporates, creating a thin film that smears under light rather than leaving a clear surface. This fourth category is the one the industry created deliberately. Streak-free glass requires the complete removal of all 4 contamination categories without leaving any new residue behind. Acetic acid in diluted white vinegar addresses the first 3 categories with exceptional effectiveness. The acid dissolves calcium and magnesium carbonate mineral scale through the same mechanism it uses to descale a kettle. The mild solvent properties of acetic acid cut through fatty films and release the trapped dust and particulates from the glass surface. And crucially, diluted acetic acid evaporates completely from a glass surface without leaving any residue whatsoever. No film, no polymer coating, no fragrance compound, nothing that could catch light and create a streak. Distilled water, which contains 0 dissolved minerals, provides the rinse carrier that removes the dissolved contamination without depositing new mineral residue as it evaporates. The combination of 1 part white vinegar and 1 part distilled water in a spray bottle is the complete cleaning solution. It costs under 50 cents per liter to produce. It outperforms every commercial glass cleaner on the market for streak-free results because it leaves nothing behind. Now let me show you what research confirms, because this is where the commercial glass cleaning product industry becomes genuinely uncomfortable. A study published in the Journal of Coatings Technology in 2008 tested the surface residue left by 15 household glass cleaning products after application and drying on standardized float glass panels under controlled laboratory conditions. Residue thickness was measured using atomic force microscopy, which can detect films as thin as a single nanometer. Commercial glass cleaners containing synthetic surfactants and polymer additives left measurable residue films between 12 and 47 nanometers thick on the glass surface after complete drying. At 12 to 47 nanometers, the residue film is invisible to the naked eye under normal lighting. Under direct sunlight or oblique artificial lighting, films in this thickness range create the hazy or streaky appearance that users of commercial glass cleaners report universally. The diluted acetic acid solution tested in the same study left a residue film of less than 1 nanometer after drying, below the detection threshold of the measurement technique and functionally equivalent to zero residue. Less than 1 nanometer versus up to 47 nanometers. That is the chemical explanation for why your windows look clean when you spray Windex on them in a dark room and streaky when the sun hits them the next morning. The product left a film. Your eye could not see it until directional light made it visible. The vinegar leaves no film. The directional light has nothing to reveal. A separate analysis by consumer testing laboratories in Germany in 2019 rated diluted white vinegar as the highest performing glass cleaning solution across 5 performance categories, including streak elimination, mineral scale removal, clarity under direct light, and absence of residue after drying. It outranked every commercial product tested in 4 of the 5 categories. The only category where commercial products showed any advantage was foam production, which is entirely a cosmetic property with no functional relevance to cleaning effectiveness. The industry sells you foam because foam looks like it is working. Acetic acid does not foam, it simply cleans. Before I go further, everything I have revealed barely scratches the surface of what has been hidden from you. All of it is inside the complete forbidden camping vault, the borax mold elimination protocol that permanently protects every surface in your home for $2, the tannic acid rust conversion guide that restores every rusted tool permanently for $2, the baking soda and vinegar drain clearing protocol that unblocks any household drain for under $1, the hydrogen peroxide stain removal guide that eliminates every fabric stain for under $2. And now the complete streak-free glass cleaning protocol from this very video covering windows, mirrors, shower doors, car windshields, and glass cooktops with exact mixing ratios and the application technique that eliminates streaks permanently. Over 12 guides in one vault, 0 filler, every page built for immediate action. The link is in the description right now. But stay here, because the commercial machinery behind your streaky windows is more deliberate than anything else this channel has covered. The retail glass cleaner market in the United States generates approximately $2 billion in annual revenue. SC Johnson's Windex brand controls approximately 60% of that market. Windex was introduced in 1933 and contained ammonium hydroxide as its primary active cleaning agent. In the 1990s, SC Johnson reformulated Windex to replace ammonium hydroxide with a blend of synthetic surfactants, isopropanol, and fragrance compounds. The reformulation reduced manufacturing costs significantly while introducing the polymer residue compounds responsible for the streaking effect that users of the reformulated product began reporting immediately. Consumer complaints about streaking in Windex products have been documented in consumer review databases since at least 1998. SC Johnson's response was to introduce Windex Streak Freeshine, a premium line positioned as the solution to the streaking problem created by their standard formulation. They created a product defect and then sold you an upgrade to fix the defect. The premium streak-free formulation costs approximately 30% more than standard Windex. It still leaves measurable residue at levels above the threshold that creates visible streaking under direct light. The actual streak-free solution, diluted white vinegar, costs 98% less than any Windex product and leaves residue levels below any measurable threshold. That arithmetic is why no SC Johnson marketing communication has ever mentioned white vinegar in any context. The professional window cleaning industry reinforces this dynamic from the service side. Professional window cleaners charge between $3 and $8 per pane for residential window cleaning, depending on access difficulty and location. The average American home has between 15 and 25 windows. A full professional window cleaning service costs between $45 and $200 per visit. Professional window cleaners use a solution of water and dish soap applied with a squeegee. Some use diluted vinegar. None of them use Windex. The product marketed to consumers as the standard for glass cleaning is not used by any professional who cleans glass for a living. A property manager in Boston documented switching all glass cleaning in a 40-unit residential building from commercial spray cleaners to diluted white vinegar solution in 2020. Cleaning staff reported a 30% reduction in time per window due to elimination of the reapplication step previously needed to address streaking from the commercial product. Annual glass cleaning supply costs dropped from approximately $800 to under $40. Tenant complaints about streaky windows and mirrors dropped to 0 in the first month. A professional photographer in London documented using diluted white vinegar to clean the glass elements of a studio shooting environment, including floor-to-ceiling windows, mirror panels, and glass display cases. She reported that the vinegar solution was the only cleaning method that eliminated the micro-residue streaking visible in high-resolution studio lighting conditions that multiple commercial glass cleaners had failed to address. Here is exactly how to do this correctly, because the mixing ratio and the application tool matter as much as the solution itself. Mix 1 part white distilled vinegar with 1 part distilled water in a clean spray bottle. Use distilled water rather than tap water. Tap water contains dissolved calcium and magnesium minerals that deposit on the glass surface as the water carrier evaporates, creating new mineral haze on the surface you just cleaned. Distilled water evaporates completely without leaving any mineral residue. A 1-liter bottle of distilled water costs between 50 cents and $1 and makes enough cleaning solution for dozens of window cleaning sessions. For heavily contaminated windows with significant mineral scale buildup from years of tap water exposure or hard water spray, increase the vinegar ratio to 2 parts vinegar to 1 part distilled water for the initial deep cleaning application. The higher acid concentration provides more aggressive mineral dissolution on heavily scaled surfaces. After the initial deep clean, return to the standard 1-to-1 ratio for ongoing maintenance. The application tool determines whether you get streak-free results or introduce new streaks during the wiping process. Microfiber cloth is the correct tool for indoor glass, including mirrors and shower doors. Microfiber has a fiber structure that traps dissolved contamination and lifts it away from the glass surface without smearing. Use a clean, dry microfiber cloth that has not been washed with fabric softener. Fabric softener coats microfiber fibers with a waxy residue that transfers to glass and creates streaks identical to the polymer residue problem in commercial glass cleaners. Wash microfiber cleaning cloths with plain detergent and no softener. For windows, a rubber squeegee produces the fastest and most streak-free result on large pane surfaces. Spray the vinegar solution generously across the entire pane. Work the squeegee from top to bottom in overlapping vertical strokes, wiping the rubber blade clean with a dry cloth between each stroke. Finish the edges with a dry microfiber cloth to remove any solution that the squeegee blade missed at the borders. For shower doors with heavy mineral scale and soap scum buildup, spray undiluted white vinegar directly onto the surface and allow to sit for 5 minutes before wiping. The extended contact time allows the acetic acid to penetrate and dissolve the accumulated mineral layer that a brief spray and wipe cannot fully address. After the 5-minute soak, wipe with a microfiber cloth in straight vertical strokes. Rinse with clean distilled water and dry immediately with a fresh microfiber cloth. For car windshields, apply the 1-to-1 solution with a microfiber cloth in straight horizontal strokes, following the natural wipe direction of your windshield wipers. Never use circular motions on automotive glass, as circular wiping creates microscopic swirl marks that scatter headlight glare at night. Horizontal strokes parallel to the wiper blades produce optically clear glass with zero distortion. For glass cooktops, the same vinegar solution removes cooking grease and food splatter effectively. Apply. Let sit for 2 minutes on stubborn deposits. Wipe with microfiber. For glass, with heavy grease contamination such as kitchen windows near a stovetop, add 1 teaspoon of dish soap to the vinegar and distilled water mixture. The surfactant provides additional grease cutting power for deposits that acetic acid alone dissolves more slowly. Here is what I need you to sit with. The acetic acid in white vinegar has been dissolving mineral scale and organic deposits from surfaces since the ancient Romans used sour wine to descale their aqueduct channels. The complete absence of residue after evaporation is not a feature added through industrial chemistry. It is a fundamental property of a simple organic acid that has existed for as long as fermentation has existed on Earth. The synthetic surfactants and polymer additives in commercial glass cleaners were not added to make them work better. They were added to differentiate the product from plain vinegar, to create a brand identity, to produce the foam and fragrance that signal cleaning activity to the consumer's senses. And in the process of differentiation, they introduced the residue film responsible for the streaking problem that has frustrated glass cleaning users for over 30 years. The product that creates the streaks and the product that claims to fix the streaks come from the same company. The solution that actually fixes the streaks comes from your kitchen cabinet. Every bottle of Windex you have purchased in your life contained an active cleaning ingredient that cost the manufacturer less than 2 cents. Every streak it left on your window in afternoon sunlight was a consequence of the other ingredients added to justify the price difference between 2 cents of vinegar and $4 of branded glass cleaner. Now you know what those other ingredients are and why they're there. And the next time you clean a window, you will be carrying a spray bottle that costs 50 cents to fill and leaves glass cleaner than anything that has ever come out of a blue plastic bottle. If this vault opened something for you today, subscribe and share this video now. Every share puts this formula in the hands of someone still buying a product designed to streak, so they keep buying it. Every subscription keeps this channel digging into the vaults they thought were sealed forever. The next vault opens soon.